Hi guys, story time. Today we're looking into chapter 2 of The Day My Dad Came Home, volume 2. And today we're going to see how Jennifer met this guy called Rico. And Jennifer tells us, on the day I moved out of my father's house, I went to the corner store to buy something to drink. And as I got off the car, I had someone call out, "Hey." As I looked back, I saw this fit individual who introduced himself as Rico. He asked what my name was, and he said he never seen me before around here. And I told him I'm Jennifer. So now Jennifer is telling us the day she moved out from the dad's house, that's the day she met this guy called Rico. And Jennifer also reminds us that she had divorced the husband, the late husband, that was trouble because of the things that he used to put Jennifer through. And now Jennifer is telling us, I went to the store and assumed it was just a chance encounter and there was nothing to it. I found myself not getting too excited about men. I guess it prepared me for disappointment or future pain if I didn't get all happy because a guy was noticing me. So out of the frustrations that Jennifer had experienced before, she was no longer excited about guys. So she was like she just assumed it and continued to walk the store. And now Jennifer give us a reflection here, and she tell us, I thought God answered my prayers. And the reason as to why Jennifer thought God had answered her prayers was she remembered the years she got sick of men. I couldn't rest or sleep because my phone was always ringing off the hook with someone pursuing me, trying to date me or spend some time with me. One day, I was bogged down with plans and something happened that was totally crazy and the situation didn't make sense to me. I said, Lord, I'm sick of this man. Just make me normal. Wasn't I normal already? So now Jennifer is telling us, she thought after seeing this Rico, she just had this reflection. Was God trying to answer her prayers? Because now she's telling us there was a time her phone couldn't hold still because there were incoming calls, a lot of beeping. This guy is trying to pursue Jennifer. And now she tells us, just because men treated me like I was a rare jewel did not mean that there was something wrong with me. I am a beautiful woman, and it's custom for men to chase after a beautiful woman. So when she was coming back from the store, this guy was still there waiting for Jennifer. And as Jennifer approached, they had a discussion because now this guy was still waiting for Jennifer and the guy wanted to know more about Jennifer. And Jennifer, without hesitation, they had a small talk, and also Jennifer gave out her number to this guy. And also Jennifer reminds us that before giving her number to any guy or before getting any introduction with a guy, she always made sure that these guys were older than her daughter, and also they didn't know her daughter. And now Jennifer is telling us the very first thing she did ask Rico was whether he knows Jennifer's daughter, whereby Jennifer is gonna show him a pic, and this guy told him no. And in the long run, Jennifer is going to discover the job that this guy Rico normally does. Now Jennifer is telling us, when I first found out what Rico does for a living, he was a street pharmacist. I stepped back at first, not because I hadn't dated a street pharmacist before, but I stepped back because drugs destroyed my marriage to my ex-husband, and I was determined not to get involved with anyone who sells that poison ever again. Now Jennifer is out with this guy Rico, and she's telling us the day she learned what kind of a job this Rico does, he was a pharmacist, Jennifer stepped back. The reason is because drugs had ruined Jennifer's marriage. So Jennifer's self-esteem is kinda low because of the things she has gone through, her past, and everything that has occurred on her life. And now she's telling her she was a bit happy that now somebody had noticed her. Despite him being a street pharmacist, Jennifer was still excited. And Jennifer is giving us a reflection with the ex-husband. The ex-husband was named Trouble, and he tells us Trouble had disappeared and moved to Covington, Gia, to be with a girl he was secretly seeing behind my back. and I hadn't heard from him for weeks. And now he's telling us the ex-husband had moved and he was seeing another girl, and Jennifer had not seen this guy for weeks. But now, this time, this guy comes back at 2 a.m. drunk, and he's just calling out on Jennifer. And at the end of the day, this guy, the ex-husband now, and Jennifer is wondering, what are you doing here? Last time I checked, you acted as if you didn't know me, but now you are here. What do you want? And now Jennifer is like, you back acting as if nothing happened, and this guy ends up molesting Jennifer. And Jennifer is telling us her mental state was not okay, so she couldn't even go to the court, or she couldn't even report the matter, because who would believe her? Furthermore, they were married with this guy, so no one would believe Jennifer. And now Jennifer is telling us she just assumed things and let it go, and just remained to fight with it in her mind, because now she knew even if she went to court, no one would believe her. Remember also her self-esteem is a bit low, and so Jennifer decided to fight this all alone. This wasn't the very first time for her being molested, because she reminds us when she was 8 years old, she had this babysitter who used to molest her, but Jennifer was blinded. She didn't know like she was being molested or being used, because all Jennifer thought was that she was a big girl and she was a woman, because Jennifer tells us this guy fed her mind that Jennifer was a big woman. Jennifer knows too much at her age, and she will end up getting pregnant when she was 15. And when she got pregnant, remember, Jennifer was a church girl. Now the church will call and gather around to bash on Jennifer, because they feel that Jennifer is the wrong person here. And she tells us her mom couldn't defend her. The mom was seated there when the pastor and the other church members were bashing her because of getting pregnant at 15. And even when she was getting pregnant, she didn't even know she was pregnant, because she was still young and she didn't even realize why she was getting sick. Even the dad could not understand why Jennifer was getting sick at this stage. But now Jennifer tells her she felt like the mother could have stood up and defended Jennifer whenever the church members were trying to bash Jennifer on this. Because furthermore, not only Jennifer was on the wrong, also the guy was on the wrong. I got to a point where I tried to go at a snail's pace on purpose. Now Jennifer is trying to go slowly on purpose, because I did not want to get ahead of myself and get hurt again. Because now Jennifer is avoiding to go ahead of herself and get hurt again. No matter who it was, if the side chick wasn't trying to tell my dad things, being petty and picking at me, whatever evil she was doing to me caused my relationship to fail, along with every other thing in my life. But this time, I was optimistic, because I wasn't living in my dad's house and she had no way of bothering me. Even I was away from the situation. At least this was being naive, not because at this time I still didn't know what was or had been done or how it was worked. So Jennifer is telling us she's now trying to take a snail's pace with Rico, because now she don't want to hurt herself. And also she feels optimistic about this one, because the side chick is not here and she's not living at her father's house, so the side chick cannot be able to ruin her things. But you know what? Jennifer was wrong. And she tells us, life was finally good for me. I had moved into my townhouse, and the people who lived there before had left me a nice canopy outside in the back. The landlord was a schoolmate, and she seemed to be the best part because she knew me and gave me a place to live with no application or any worries, just based on my name. I felt that God was finally smiling on me and removing me from the toxic situation I was in. And I was so happy. I refused to tell my dad where I lived out of fear. He would tell side chick, and the drama would start all over again. So now Jennifer is telling us life is good. She has moved out from the dad's house. She has settled at this place. She's still trying things with Rico, and now she don't want to tell the dad where she lives because she feels the dad is gonna tell the side chick and she's gonna ruin things again for her. And